Hi you guys, Jen here. I'm back and I told you I would show you my meal prep. I'm gonna do like family meal prep another day. Today is going to be what I will prep for the next few days. I don't even know. I don't know if I'm doing them all. I'm gonna do some right now. It's been a really long, crazy day. I tried to pack in way more today than I had time for. So I've got pizza coming. I've got all this food in the house and I ordered pizza because I'm just tired and I didn't meal prep for them. So anyway, before we get into this, I need you to subscribe to my channel and help me out so I can keep making these videos. Like it, share it, hit the little bell icon so that you get notifications. I do want to eventually start going live and showing you guys like how I cook dinner or whatever, or even breakfast, or throw stuff together, whatever. So if you hit that little bell, then you'll know when I go live and you can see those things. So we're gonna get started with this meal prep. I'm gonna put this down here. I'm starting with salad jars. I put them in here. I think I can get away with doing 5 of them ahead of time. I've done 4 and they've tasted good, so what's one more, right? I also use these portion control cups from Beachbody to portion out my stuff so that I know what I'm eating and I'm not like weighing and measuring. Like, these cups are so simple, and I know, first of all, I know this is, if you guys are like loyal followers of Beachbody and the portion control cups, yes, I know this is for fruit, but it's the exact same size as the green one and it was in the front of my cabinet, so we're using purple. It's okay. It will be okay. It's the same measurement. So this is for oil-based dressings. So I'm going to use this extra virgin olive oil, Caesar one. They do have some things in here that don't make me super happy, like soybean oil, but it's very little. It's mostly extra virgin olive oil. A touch of sugar, but very little. And I'm not going to use a whole serving anyway, so it'll be fine. Normally, I think I would make my own dressing, but like I said, today was a little bit crazy. So this is what we put in first. You put the dressing in the bottom. I'm not even filling this cup all the way because I really don't need a lot of dressing, but this is part of the plan, so we're going to do part of the plan. And it does taste good. I do actually really like this dressing, but I do season my food pretty well. All right, next up, yesterday I made this chicken. So all this is are chicken breasts. I try to buy the best quality chicken that I can. I just threw it on a pan in a little bit of coconut oil with some salt, pepper, Italian seasoning mix, some garlic, and a lot of dill because I like dill. And I can't remember what made it this reddish color. Oh, paprika, smoked paprika, which is like, I think the most underrated season that there is. So I don't even know how it tastes. I haven't eaten it. I've never made it this way. It's like when I make chicken, I put it in a pan, cut up, and then I just start adding seasoning on. Now, I did throw in some mushrooms because I just had some there, but it's okay if I go over a little bit on my vegetables. So here's my red protein cup. Filled it with the chicken. I'm gonna put that into each of the jars. Oh shoot, and it's getting everywhere. You know what? I'm just gonna use my hands because I'm the only one eating this. I don't know why I'm standing here trying to do things in a way I wouldn't normally do them. Normally I would use my hands. So here we go. Putting these into the jars. Just gonna scoop it out of here, and you don't want to like pack it down in there because that's cheating. That's giving you way too much. You want it so that you could close it and travel. You don't want heaping portions of chicken. So the other thing I did was I grilled up some, or not grilled, or do you grill it? I don't know if you grill it. I made some, like cooked it, some ground turkey. And the ground turkey I just do that again in a pan with a little bit of coconut oil. I use coconut or avocado oil usually. And then I just sauteed, that's what I did with it, in a pan with some coconut aminos, which basically just tastes like soy sauce, but I don't like to have soy, even though I said I just put soy-based dressing in my jar, so don't listen to me, but I try not to eat soy as much as possible. So I got the coconut aminos. I threw that in there for flavor. I don't add salt when I add those because I feel like it's salty enough. I don't even know if coconut aminos have salt, but they taste salty, so I don't. Pepper, garlic. Oh, I cooked it in the minced garlic. It wasn't like garlic seasoning. So anyway, now I've got all my chicken. I've got all my dressing in my jars. So now the next thing I'm going to do is half and half. This purple cup that is representing a green cup. Okay, so this is my vegetable. I get 2 vegetables in here. So this is going to be 1 protein, 1, it's supposed to be a seed or dressing, I guess. And then 2 vegetables. And this is my 2 vegetables. So what I'll do is I'll do half with peppers. And these I just roasted in the oven on a cookie sheet with a little bit of olive oil, salt, pepper, and garlic, which you're going to learn are like my go-to seasonings, okay? Salt, pepper, garlic. I think I put garlic in everything. Do you feel me on that? Like, garlic just makes everything a little bit better. So again, I'm not filling this like stuffing it. There we go, there's 1. And I'm putting these in the bottom because the lettuce should be the last thing to go in because you don't want it to be soggy, right? And so all the wet stuff will sit on the bottom. And then, oh, I was gonna add some extra mushrooms, so I better do less tomatoes. I had some cooked up mushrooms, so I'm gonna just pack those in there too. Why not? I don't want to waste stuff, and it all tastes good. I am someone who likes to put my meals all in one bowl, all in the plate. Like if I have a plate of food, I usually just mix it all together. I don't know if you guys do that, but I am a 1 dish meal kind of a person. My family is not. They like the main course and the sides and all that, like meat and potatoes people. That's not really me. I like to mix it. So that makes meal prep easier for me too. I am making a mess. It's all right. The dog will eat what I drop. You guys have a dog that eats what you drop? Yeah, that's how we keep the floors clean. I got new rugs today though, so I want to make sure I avoid the rugs. Okay, so I used up all my mushrooms. Moving on, gonna finish up with these tomatoes and these peppers. I'm kind of hoping to use up most of it because it takes up less room in the fridge this way. When I have less, like if I have just my jars and not all these containers of like partially prepped food. So there's that. I got 1 more here. Ew, when you get to the middle of the tomatoes, they're kind of, some of them are turning into like dried tomatoes. I don't know. All right. I just noticed in the camera that the salads look huge because the jars are close and I am not. So it's funny. These look like giant salad jars. They're not as giant as they look right there, but that's okay. All right. So now that's full. Now listen, I know that I just said that I get 2 of those cups, right? 2 vegetables. I am not about to sit here and measure out lettuce. Like, I'm not that crazy about my portions. Like, I don't think lettuce is going to push me over the edge calorie-wise. So, I am just going to stuff these jars with as much lettuce as possible because, again, I don't want to put this big, giant container back in here. And lettuce, I mean, really, if lettuce pushes me over the edge for calories, I'm doing something wrong with the rest of my day. So there we are. I'm just stuffing these right in here like this, and I want to just get this all packed in because look, this is usually my lunch, okay, like midday meal. So it's good that it's nice and voluminous without being calorie dense, if you know what I mean, because I am an eater. I like to eat and I like to eat a lot. So fortunately, I also like vegetables, and you can eat a lot more vegetables if you're like a volume eater like I am and have it not be as consequential as if you say eat like a big jar of carbs. Or well, actually, this is a big jar of carbs. What am I saying? But you know what I mean, like bready carbs, or like, you know, a whole large pizza to yourself, which, you know, if I allowed myself to eat a whole large pizza, I'm fairly certain I could, you know, like that's what I'm talking about. Like I like to eat, and I like to eat a lot. So this is good for me to just have a whole crap ton of vegetables midday, because it definitely fills you up. And it takes a while to eat. I think that's part of it too, because I really enjoy eating, and I enjoy, do you like how I'm just, you know, I really enjoy eating, and I hate when the experience is done. Like, I'm serious about this whole food thing. Like, I love it. So having a big salad like this helps with that. Now look, I'm almost through it. So I'm just gonna add that to my bag of like iceberg lettuce that I have left over for, I think we're gonna serve that with Monday's dinner. So I'll just throw that in there. So now I'm gonna show you this salad. Okay, so here's the jars, all done. So these are gonna be my lunches for 5 days. I'm just gonna get some lids and pop them in the fridge. Okay, so I did my salad jars, and now I'm gonna do my dinners. And it looks like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dinners. I had 5 salads, and now I have 5 dinners because I have 5 clean containers right now. All right, so I think I put my chicken in another container. I think I'm gonna start with the ground turkey, because I told you guys I made that up, and because I just don't want to get sick of the chicken. If I run out of ground turkey, then I'll use that for dinner too. But I can freeze that chicken and use it next week. So there we go. I've got my red. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill these up. Now, I'm going to be honest, like obviously, I'm pretty much a creature of habit. I don't mind eating the same thing every day. I don't want the same thing for both meals, but I don't care if every meal of my week is the same, and then next week I'll change it up. But I mean, why not make things simple if you can? And it looks like this is going to turn out just right. I have a little bit left over, so I might just sprinkle a little in each one, because again, if this puts me over the edge for my calories, then I'm doing something wrong. So used it all up. That was perfect. That was 5 meals. So now I'm going to take my purple cup, and I've got some green beans that I also roasted in the oven with, you guessed it, olive oil, salt, pepper, and garlic. So I get 2 vegetables in my dinner too. Now, I'm not going to lie, I kind of pack in the vegetables, okay? Because I don't want to put that container back in the fridge. So I'm going to do 1 of each of these. I'm just shoving it in there. 1 of these roughly in each one. And then I'm going to go to my, I think I have Brussels sprouts. I don't even know. I cooked it yesterday. When I got back from BJ's, I cooked them up. So there's another one. Just dumping them in. I'm going to show you the containers when I'm done. So stuff it in there. It looks like this is going to work out just right too. I mean, they're probably a little bit over. This one's going to be maybe a little under. Maybe I'll like spread the love from the others to this one. But, you know, it's just a rough estimate. All right. So that worked out. Now I just have 1 more container. You know, part of it could be that these containers are all the same size, so it works out. I don't really know, but it seems to be doing well. Okay, there's also, there's also some green beans mixed in there too, because I didn't have room. But that's okay, because I like green beans, and that's what I have cooked. Again, I love food, but I also don't want to spend every waking moment cooking it for myself. I like cooking it for other people, but this I like to just have simple and easy and fun. So I know this looks so gross, but you know what? I am the only one eating this, so I don't even care. My hands are washed and it's all good. Just gonna dump these right in here. And I'll tell you what, I better lighten my load here in my purple cup because I'm running out. And I'll have to split it up. I'm not letting it fall on the counter. Actually, I'm doing pretty good. I'm gonna divide this up among these last ones. We're still doing okay. I got one more. I'm just going to assume that's one and dump it in there, and I'm gonna show you. It's so maybe not appetizing to anyone, but it's, sorry, I had to rinse my hands. It's good. It's all good. So, you know what? I'm just gonna turn it around. So hang on. Ignore the mess on my counter because I use my hands, but here they are. All the same. 2 veg, 1 protein, and then I'll probably add some fat to them when I cook them by putting on some sort of sauce or something. I don't know. But that's it. That's what we got. So yeah, I'll add some sort of fat. Sometimes I'll make like this mayonnaise mustard mix sauce that I'll throw in there. Sometimes I just do Dijon mustard and then I gotta find a fat. It's not really hard for me to eat fat. I like it. So I add that somewhere else. I will have, for dessert, I will always have a serving of fruit. Sometimes a cup of blueberries. Sometimes I save 2 of my fruits for dessert because I like dessert. So if that's the case, it'll be 2 cups of blueberries or 1 apple, and I save up 2 of my teaspoons to have extra peanut butter with it. That's usually what I have after dinner. And then my breakfast is always 2 eggs and some other sort of protein, like 1 piece of turkey sausage. Today I have bacon. And a carb. So it'll either be a, what am I trying to say? Yeah, a waffle. Katie got it. A gluten-free waffle with some butter, or I will have my overnight oats, which looks like this. And I could make one of these real quick. Yes, I could. I can show you how that's done. So that's done like this. Actually, I don't normally use this. This was special from vacation, and it is so good. But it's definitely more calories. I normally just use the oats, like just the gluten-free, regular old oats. I'm gonna make one and get this food out of the way. So I don't eat this every day. I will do alternating days. So every other day I'll have this so I don't get bored. So I'll have this and then I'll alternate it with the waffle. That's my carb. Here's the trick with 21 Day Fix, if you didn't know, or what I'm doing, 80 Day Obsession. It's all the same, using these portion control containers. When you're doing oatmeal, oatmeal is a yellow. Hold on, I'll show you. The yellows are the same size as the red, but you might not believe me, so let me show you. The yellow is the carb cup, okay? Here's the yellow. Here's the blue. See the difference? Okay, so you want 1 yellow is cooked oatmeal. So since I'm not cooking it, I'm doing it overnight and I'm measuring out dry oatmeal, I use the blue cup because then once it's either cooked or grows overnight, then it's a serving, okay? So if you're measuring out dry oats, even though it's a carb, you're gonna measure it in this container because if you put in dry yellow ones, you're gonna be eating oatmeal like all day. You're way too much, way too much. Okay. But here's the thing too, I like to have, I could probably do 1 yellow because I like to make this one 2 carbs. I just always remember that my oatmeal is 2 carbs because it fits in the jar better. I'm supposed to have 3 carbs a day, so why not start my day with 2? Because having your carbs early, at least for me, that seems to make more sense. I don't know, it gives me energy throughout the day. So 2 cups of this, and then I like to make it fancy. How do I make it fancy? I put cinnamon. So then I take some cinnamon. We don't have to measure this. I like a lot of cinnamon, and also I have heard that cinnamon cancels out some of the insulin effects of sugar, which there really isn't. If there's added sugar in here, there's not much, but still, it's a carb. It's going to turn into sugar, so there you go. Cinnamon's helping with that. What else do I do? Oh yeah, vanilla. I do. This is the cheapy vanilla. I did have good stuff. Now I have this. Don't even tell me about the beavers and the whole thing, whatever. I'm not reading the ingredients or how they make it. I'm just using it because it tastes good and ignoring all of the other things that I've heard. All right. So then I take almond milk. No, I mean I do, but first I'm running out of room. Okay, almond milk will come. What else? I need this. Okay, blueberries. So here's where we get our cup. Haha, look, now I'm going to use the green. So I know this is a vegetable cup, but see, it's the same size as the purple. And this one's clean, and I used the purple one on my vegetables. I'm just a rebel. So here we go. Are you laughing at me? They're laughing at me because they know that they know. Because they know. All right, so blueberries. And look at, okay, frozen blueberries are super messy, but they work just fine in here. But one thing about using frozen is that there's more water in here, so I'll probably use a little less of this. And it's not open. Do I have an open one? Do I don't know. Is this one open? No. Okay. I don't have an open one. So we're going to open it. All right. Does anyone else like it? You really don't want to have two things open at once. Like it's super like anxiety inducing. If I have two new things open, I can't. Okay. So I'm supposed to do a cup. I'm probably not going to do a cup. I know that this is about a cup. So I'll just pour a little bit less in here. So this in Beachbody Container World, almond milk is 1 teaspoon. A cup of almond milk is 1 teaspoon, okay? I don't know how they figure their math, but that's how it goes. So here's my 1 teaspoon, because almond milk counts as a teaspoon, and I'm just gonna pour that right in, and look at that, it's just right. Because I don't want it all the way to the top, because I don't like my oatmeal like running, and I want the oats to soak this up, and it will, but if you put too much, it's still runny, and I don't like that. I like it to be thick. Okay, so then we shake it up, we stick it in the fridge overnight, and in 24 hours, all this stuff gets all poofy, and you can eat it cold, or you can heat it up. I like it both ways, so that's the 2 carbs. Those are my jars right there. Okay, so my meal prep is done. I have lunch, dinner, some of my breakfast there for 5 days, and then I told you what I do with the others, and it's just wonderful because now, can you guys be quiet? Hey, be quiet. Kids won't be quiet. Because now I can just reach into the fridge when it's time to eat, and I've got my food done. I don't even have to think about it. Thank you guys for watching. My kids need to talk now, so I need to go. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, do the bell thing, comment if you have questions or if you have suggestions, because I know a lot of you are probably really good at this whole meal prep thing. Let me know the kind of videos that you want to see, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.